Hey guys, it's Lisa again, and today is VEDA day 25. It's April 25th, and I only have 5 more days of this. It's pretty incredible to me that I was actually able to do it this month. The last time I tried, this year, last time I tried, I had a lot of trouble, and I think I gave up about halfway through or day 20 or something because I kept missing days, and I got kind of put down on myself that, nobody was watching, even though they were. So I'm pretty proud of myself this year. But what I was going to talk about was the awesome request that Riku, I hope I got your username right. I'm sorry if that's not the start of your username, recommended on doing a movie review or a TV show review. Thank you for the very kind words, by the way, on how I explain things. And I'm going to do that. I would love to do that. But today I need to do something else. I'm writing an essay on artificial intelligence today for my programming class, and it's due tonight at 11:59 p.m., which is normally great, but I'm a procrastinator, so I wait for hours until I have to stress out, and then I can actually write because, I don't know, pressure works for me. But I want to explain it to a video to get my thoughts kind of worked out around the essay before I write it, because the thing about this subject, and pretty much all the subjects that I have written essays on for this course, is I know what I want to say, and I know about the topic, but I have no idea how to sit still long enough to write it down in essay format. For example, this one today is artificial intelligence within a certain field, and you were able to choose like gaming, game machining, game machine robots, or you could talk about neural robots, all that kind of thing. Or you could talk about robotics in general, and that's what I chose. So my title is Artificial Intelligence Within Robotics. Okay, the problem with this essay is it's only 3 to 6 pages long, and what I want to say could, go for ages and ages and ages and ages. Alright, to start off, robotics has been slowly growing for years and years and years and years from the very beginning of when we existed, because as much as they might not have a machine made out of metal, they have been trying to figure out easier ways to do things that humans do that takes too much time. So, for example, what came out with the factories in the Industrial Revolution, normally everybody would have to stand in line and do the thing where this person would put this in the box and do it again and again and again and again, hundreds of thousands of times, and the next person would seal it up, and the next person would cover it in a plastic, all this kind of thing, and it took people, which took money, and there was danger of, getting hurt in the factory, and, it was just time consuming, and nobody really wants to stand in one place all day and just pop, 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 and do that. So robotics, robots were worked on. So now we have those long arms that can pick things up and do what people were doing, and people can focus on other things they enjoy and things that they need and that the world needs. So there's that. There's also bomb diffusing robots, and military training robots that can do all these things that would be really dangerous for a person. If you send a person in to defuse a bomb, you have to worry that if they cut the wire wrong, that they would die too, and that it's so dangerous, and it sucks, and they still have people doing that, but they have to be trained very, very well. Robots, you of course have to train very, very well, but if it cuts a wire and it doesn't work and the bomb explodes, you lose the robot. You do lose the people or the damage that the bomb would cause as well, but you don't lose another life. And so that's a big deal. There's huge advances in this. Robots have done dangerous jobs that we don't want to do anymore. They've done that we don't want to do ever. And they have replaced people in the factory and everything, which means we can turn to more important causes and things for us to think about and work on, and it doesn't cost as much paying every person to be there every day to do simple things. People who have lost their legs, who've lost their arms, who've lost any limbs, or are having trouble with sensors in their brain or understanding speech, now have these really cool robotics that they can turn to instead. The problem that leads to is the whole thing that everybody's freaking out about with the robotic revolution. One, if robots can do all the jobs that we used to do, then there's no need for us to do them anymore. There's no need for us to be there anymore. So robots are literally replacing us. Like, people have made a big deal about why, they don't want immigrants in the country because they're taking our jobs that we don't want to do. But what if it comes to other jobs too? That's exactly the problem. First of all, that's bogus. Second of all, that's how robots are working. The more that they take over our jobs, the less jobs we have. We have to move on to other jobs, find other jobs, and that kind of thing. Second of all, the more we teach them to think like a person. For example, even with gaming, they're working out logic. They're learning logic with arms and sensors and everything. They're recognizing how to feel things physically and how to move, and with bombs, how to take apart something, how to fix something. But the problem is, when they don't have empathy. So far, they don't have empathy, but they're working on it. So essentially, it's like replacing us, and it's convenient. But just like my other essays on cloud and everybody's devices that we use and internet security, the causes that we make this for and the convenience that comes up because of it could be isn't really good enough for what's happening, because it's convenient. Yay, we don't have to do this job. Yay, we can have our limbs back. Yay, we don't have to do this stupid menial problem. Yay, we can study logic and the way a human or a thing works. But at the same time, that means that robots are learning about ourselves, and when it comes to the problem of empathy, they don't have it. So that's why everybody's freaking out about the robot revolution, because if they don't need us, then why would we exist anymore? And it's just, how do you fit that into 3 to 6 pages? I have so much to say, and I could make a lecture on it, but I couldn't make an essay that's 3 to 6 pages. So I just... The first is supposed to be title, then body, and abstract, and then opinion. So I'm supposed to set it up and explain how it works and everything, and then only like a third or a fourth of the essay is supposed to be my opinion. While here I'm going, oh my gosh, it's great that we've come up with so much to do if we can't do it. But there's a big problem if we start making this completely robots who do this stuff, especially military, since like they're working on drones where, you don't have to have someone behind the wheel deciding from a room when you shoot. It'll just shoot when it needs to, which is the just scariest idea in the world. So I kind of have a love-hate relationship for robots, and I may put that in the essay. So yeah, 10 minutes of talking about robotics and artificial intelligence. So there you go. If you guys have any opinions, please comment below. I may not see it till tomorrow because I'm working on this essay, and I'm also working on putting out my idea for a game character themed bingo, because that's what I've decided to make my final project. But yeah, tonight's gonna be fun, and I have to do housework too, so lots of stuff to do. Thanks guys for listening. I know it was a bit of a rant, but I really needed to lay it out in my head and think it over. So thanks a bunch, guys. Bye. See you tomorrow for VEDA Day 26. Oh, I'm gonna miss you guys. Bye.